Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of the Quarterback Fundamental Clinic weekly podcast. This week, we're going to have a short show, continual education. Now, in the legal field, rep Southern University Law Center. In the legal field, we call this CLEs. So that means continual legal education. And what it provides is letting you know the latest tips, tools, tricks of the trade for what's going in that profession, and particularly in that area of the profession. So if you're doing criminal defense or prosecution or tax litigation, blah, 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 you learn the latest rules of law, latest techniques, the latest writing styles and things of that nature. So I thought about that, and what I try to do is kind of combine those concepts. And it's not just to the legal field, just to let you know, every profession generally has some continual education. My wife is a teacher. They do stuff all the time. So I try to relate that to athletics. And what I think kids have to do, professionals, college kids, you always have to be on the hunt and always have to educate yourself on what's going on within your sport and with what's going on with your particular position in that sport. And since we're talking about quarterbacks, I'm just going to provide you a couple books that I have that I think will be really great, not only for players, but for coaches, parents, and, just trying to improve your skill set. Now, I know books are old school, but again, there are a ton of online stuff. I mean, YouTube is a gold mine. Like I said, if you're a running back, a lineman, special teams guy, kicker, and if you're looking to, increase your skill level, looking to perfect your craft, there are a ton of people who know what they're talking about. There's a ton of tips out there for you to take hold and apply to your, to what you're doing. And again, we want to do this to try to improve ourselves. We're not trying to do this to try to usurp your coach's authority. We're not trying to one up him or show how much we know. We want to actually do this to get better, to help ourselves out in the long, help our team out. So for quarterbacks specifically, I'm just got a couple books that I like to show you and share with you. The first one is, I really love this book. It's Phil Simms on passing. And what this book does, it breaks down the specifics of the mechanics of throwing a football. I mean, it gives you step by step, blow by blow. It breaks down the footwork to grip, to throwing, to release, to follow through, to hip movement, to ball placement, everything. This is a really good book. And actually, also what it does in the book, it also provides you kind of a checklist, what I like to call auto correction. So what it does is it tells you the problem. I don't know if you can see that. It'll state the problem. So if you're having a problem, for instance, you're dropping a stab or coming off the line or fumbling or, throwing short, throwing too long, throwing too high. And it's telling you what's causing that. So, maybe you're gripping the ball too hard, your knees locked, different, things of that nature, and it's giving you a solution. So that's only a couple. So actually within the book itself, it gives you about two to three pages of this auto correction, which I found to be really, really helpful, really, really good. So again, in addition to that, it provides you workouts specifically for quarterbacks, and it also just gives you some philosophies on leadership, and it kind of breaks down some plays and everything like that, and some defensive concepts. So again, you read this book in its totality, and it's very helpful to just kind of the overall philosophy, along with breaking down the specifics of passing mechanics, and it's going to give you a great perspective. And then it's one of those books that you read, and then it becomes a reference book. So it's a really, really good book, and I suggest if you're a quarterback or your son, maybe your daughter is playing the quarterback position at maybe a Pee Wee level, this is a really good book for you to read and along for them to read. The second book I have, it's the Quarterback Play Fundamentals and Techniques by Jenkins. Again, this is a great, great book. And to me, I didn't necessarily just it's not one of the books that you read cover to cover. It's more of a reference book. again, it has something similar to what the Phil Sims book had, and it has a kind of a auto correction, a checklist of, potential problem that you may be having, what's causing the problem, and it provides solution. In this one, it doesn't go so much into the philosophies like the Phil Sims books of like leadership and kind of kind of the mentality you may want to have, or kind of exploring different mentalities of playing the quarterback position and getting ready. This kind of goes just real deep into, again, it's teaching you drop step, throwing mechanics. It actually has a great section on breaking down the defenses. So it goes over a couple, let me see if I can find that right quick. It goes over a couple defensive schemes, and it's telling you kind of what those schemes are and the different coverages that the defenses are run. Here we are. So it gives you, like, for instance, this one is telling you like certain routes you may run against certain coverages, and it goes deep into that. So again, if you're a quarterback, you're a parent, you're somebody who's maybe you're a coach and you're just looking to expand your knowledge base, I think this would be a great book to pick up. And again, this is like what I call more of a reference point. So if you are having a specific problem, you can go to the the context and kind of go straight to that. So it tells you like how to read. It's teaching you how to read certain defenses, basic stuff. This is a really, really good book to pick up. I think in conjunction with these two books is going to kind of provide you with, at least give you a baseline of kind of what the quarterback position entails. It's going to give you mechanics that you're going to need to know, and it's going to give you some information about how to, view and look at defenses versus different, generic or, offensive passing combination that most every team runs. So those are great reference book. And the last book I want to share with you is 101 Drills, Quarterback Drills. Is by Steve Ackman. And basically this drill is not a, it's not a read. Again, it's just a reference guide, and it's giving you different drills. So you go through it, you pick out different drills, and it kind of, what it does is it breaks it down. So they'll give you certain passing drills. They're going to give you certain option drills. They're going to give you feet work drills. And this is something, for my quarterback trainers, my athletic trainers, my coaches, this is something that you can do. It's specific to your quarterback, and it's going to help him, like, again, agility drills, strength drills, ball grip drills, which are highly underrated, I think. Option drills, hand-to-eye coordination drills. So it has 101 drills like it says it does. So this is a great book as well. So again, just to review, just like any other profession, you want to continue to learn. Don't stop at what the coach is teaching you. Again, you don't want to learn to try to usurp your coach's authority, but you want to learn to always make yourself better. So this is the Quarterback Fundamental Clinic, signing off.